buoyant force. The upward force exerted by the water on an object is known as upthrust or buoyant force. Pascal's law. The pressure applied at any point of the liquid that rest in a closed system will be experienced equally at all parts of the liquid. This is called Pascal's law. Volume of the liquid cannot be changed. This is the basic principle of Pascal's law. Gravitation. Gravitational force is a force that attracts any two objects with mass. Universal law of gravitation. Isaac Newton explained the universal law of gravitation. Every object in the universe attracts every other object with a force, which is directly proportional to the product of their masses, and inversely proportional to the square of the distance between them. Kepler's laws. First law, law of orbit. Planets revolve in elliptical orbits around the Sun. Second law, law of areas. The line joining the planet and the Sun sweep equal areas in equal intervals of time. If the time of travel from P1 to P2 is the same as that from P3 to P4, then as per the Kepler's law, the areas of triangle A1 and A2 will be the same. Third law, law of periods. The cube of the mean distance of a planet from the Sun is directly proportional to the square of its orbital period. Magnetic field. Due to a current in a solenoid, the magnetic field lines inside the solenoid are in the form of parallel straight lines. So the magnetic field will be uniform inside the solenoid. MCB, mini circuit breaker. These are switches which automatically turn off when current in a circuit exceeds the safe limit. What is an atom? According to Dalton's atomic theory, all elements are composed of tiny particles called atoms. Atoms of an element cannot be created, destroyed, broken into smaller parts or transformed into atoms of another element. The modern atomic theory says that atom can be divided into a number of subatomic particles. Atoms of the same element are identical in size, shape and mass. Different elements have different types of atoms. Ammonia structure. In the solid and liquid states, it is associated through hydrogen bonds. Manufacturing of sulfuric acid. Sulfuric acid is manufactured by the contact process, which involves 3 steps. 2. Conversion of SO2 to SO3 by the reaction with oxygen in the presence of a catalyst, V2O5. Dilution of aluminum with water gives H2SO4 of the desired concentration. The sulfuric acid obtained by contact process is 96 to 98% pure. The acid freezes at 283 Kelvin and boils at 611 Kelvin. It dissolves in water with the evolution of a large quantity of heat. Manufacturing of sulfuric acid. Sulfuric acid is manufactured by the contact. Hydrogen chloride. In laboratory, it is prepared by heating sodium chloride with concentrated sulfuric acid. NaCl plus H2SO4, 420, NaHSO4 plus NaCl, 823 Kelvin, gives Na2SO4 plus HCl. HCl gas can be dried by How plants control global warming. The green leaves absorb carbon dioxide. Light reaction and dark reaction. Photosynthesis is a two-stage process. The light-dependent reaction, or light reactions, is the first stage of photosynthesis. In this process, light energy is converted into chemical energy, in the form of energy carriers ATP and NADPH. The light reactions take place on the thylakoid membrane, inside a chloroplast. In the light-independent reactions, or dark reactions, the formed NADPH and ATP drive the reduction of CO2 to more useful organic compounds, such as glucose. Outside the thylakoid membrane is the stroma, where the dark reactions take place. Muscles. Every bone capable of movement has muscles, attached to it by tough, elastic, cord-like tissue, called tendon. Movement of snake. The snake's body curves into many loops. Each loop of the snake gives it a forward push, by pressing against the ground. What equation is? In an equation, there is always an equality sign. The equality sign shows that the value of the expression to the left of the sign is equal to the value of the expression to the right of the sign. If we want to add 5 to the left side, we will have to add the 5 to the right side. If we want to subtract 3 from the left side, we will have to subtract 3 from the right side also. Similarly, if you multiply or divide one side of an equation by a number, you will have to multiply the other side of the equation also with the same number. Similarity of triangles. Two triangles are similar if their corresponding angles are equal or corresponding sides are in the same ratio or proportion. Present continuous. Subject. Active. Ritu is passive. A letter is being written by Rita.